Well, this is not going to surprise anybody. By now should know how this goes, but apparently Netflix has learned nothing from the whole Queen Cleopatra debacle. Nothing. They haven't learned that damn thing, and they're diving headfirst again into more race-swapping historical figures. Because apparently that makes sense to piss off more countries around the world. That's really going to go over well with them. And they got an actor who's going to be doing it, who I actually really like and really respect, and I can't understand the reasoning for it, but it is what it is. So let's get into this from Variety here. Denzel Washington's casting as ancient General Hannibal in Antoine Fuqua's Netflix film sparks controversy in Tunisia. Now, Denzel Washington is going to be playing a race-swapped Hannibal Barca, who was a general, one of the most famous generals in history, from Tunisia. He had like over 15 campaigns that he won, and what I most know him for is that he rode African elephants over the Alps to attack attack Rome, and it was really interesting. I mean, like, he lost a whole bunch of the elephants. Some of the people gave up on all kind of thing, but he went ahead with it, and he went in there and he attacked. It was really, really cool. It was, if you ever get a chance to look up history, you could look him up. Really interesting. But Netflix is going to do this, playing a race swap role, and I like Denzel Washington. I think he's a really great actor. I've seen a lot of the movies he's been in. No problem with it. I'm a little skeptical why he would choose to do this, but it's the man's business or whatever. But I'm just saying, you clearly have learned nothing from what happened with Queen Cleopatra. Why would you go back and do something and get to piss off people? But let me get into this article and then we will talk a little bit more about it. Denzel Washington being cast in Antoine, I hope I'm pronouncing his name, Fuqua's upcoming Netflix movie as ancient Carthaginian General Hannibal is sparking some controversy in Tunisia, the home country of the great military commander. According to French newspaper Courrier International, there are complaints about depicting the Carthaginian general as a black African being made in the media, and the Tunisian member of parliament Yassine Mami has pointed out that Hannibal, who was born in 247 BC in Carthage, now known as Tunis, the Tunisian capital, was of West Asian Semitic origin. There is a risk of falsifying history. We need to take position on this subject, the Tunisian politician reportedly stated. So, yeah, he wasn't black. He was more like how you see people from the Middle East who would be a little olive, like his skin was more olive than black. So, yeah, there is a risk of it. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, well, oh, no, it's just fiction, and they want to do that. They could do it. It's Netflix and all that thing. But my thing about it is that if you're going to do that, why not do a documentary about Abraham Lincoln and have him be played by a Chinese man? Why not do that? You'd never do that because you would have a controversy with it. But when it comes to other historical figures, we want to do whatever the hell you want to do. If you all are so concerned with so much historical accuracy, do that, but no. And there are people in Tunisia who actually like the man and will be offended. So coming out to state that, you're going to be doing this, and the person is quite right to say that, there's a risk of falsifying history if you're going to do these stories. If you all are so interested in doing everything so right, and representation is so important, get actors who look the part and have them play. But no, when you come out and say that, oh, this is a problem, no, and what kind of thing, and this is that, whatever. But to me, it just seems really stupid because there are people in the country of Tunisia. I can tell you this because I did see a bunch of people talking about it online. There are people in the country who till this very day, regard Hannibal Barca as a national hero, and they are not happy to see this being done. But no, this is what's happening. But somebody's had a different perspective. Concurrently, French language Tunisian newspaper La Presse has published an editorial in which it similarly objects that depicting Hannibal as a black African is, according to Tunisians and many observers, a historical error. Yeah. However, Tunisian Culture Minister Hayat Kitat Guzmazi had a different, more pragmatic take on the matter. Yep, listen to this one. It's fiction. It's in there. Netflix's right to do what they want, she responded, according to a French newspaper. Hannibal is a historical figure, and we are all proud that he was Tunisian. But what can we do? She went on to note that she is trying to negotiate with Netflix to shoot at least a portion of the film in Tunisia. I hope they decide to shoot at least a sequel of the film here, and that this is publicized. We want Tunisia to go back to being a location where foreign films are shot. She said, this is what she said. Now, yes, it's Netflix owned, but this is your country, your history. I understand you want to say we had the same thing, but it's not going to look good. But again, I come back to my same point. They will never do a movie about, as I say, Abraham Lincoln and have a Chinese man played or a black man played. No, that'll be a problem for them. So why do this to historical figures? Netflix learned nothing. They went in there, did Black Cleopatra, told call the whole country racist for not loving it. Now they come here to do this. We'll kick up again. It'll be the same thing. I'm not saying you don't want people to come in the country and shoot movies, but all I'm saying when it comes to Netflix, they could very well get an actor, probably from the country, somebody who looks the part, and do that. You don't need to rewrite history and say, well, it's fictional. I think yes, we have to get it fiction, but it's based on fact. So you have to put some fact in there, or else you're just looking for trouble. At this point, I think that's exactly what they want. Representatives for Netflix Washington and Foucault did not immediately reply to a request for comment. The controversy in Tunisia over Washington playing Hannibal is reminiscent of the uproar sparked in Egypt in April over Britain's Adele James, who is of mixed heritage, playing Cleopatra in the Netflix drama Queen Cleopatra. Yeah. Yep. You've learned absolutely nothing from it. Literally nothing you've learned. You understand me? Because they didn't talk about it here. And it wasn't just over that. It was the fact that they literally made Cleopatra into a black woman. They stated that very clear. And then when people got upset, when the country where she comes from, people got upset. You call the whole country racist. Continue on it. The first century Egyptian queen was born in the Egyptian city of Alexandria in 69 BC and belonged to a Greek-speaking dynasty. Egyptian academics went on a rampage over the fact that Cleopatra was of European descent and not black, right? But has Netflix learned anything? Nope. The still untitled film about the Carthaginian general will be written by John Logan, a three-time Academy Award winner who scribed Martin Scorsese's The Aviator and Ridley Scott's Gladiator. According to the official logline, the movie is based on real-life warrior Hannibal, who is widely regarded as one of the greatest military commanders in history. The film covers the pivotal battles he led against the Roman Republic during the Second Punic War. Hannibal invaded Italy while riding a northern African war elephant. Yeah, that was really cool thing about it. Under his lead, the Carthaginians won key victories against the Romans, allowing Hannibal to occupy the majority of southern Italy for 15 years. Eventually, Hannibal was defeated by the Romans at the Battle of Zama after they counter-invaded North Africa. Fuqua most recently directed Washington in the action thriller The Equalizer 3, in which Washington reprised his role as ex-Marine Robert McCall. Washington is currently involved in another war epic, the upcoming sequel to Ridley Scott's Gladiator, which has resumed shooting in Malta after production was halted due to the SAG-AFTRA strike. I don't understand why there's a sequel to Gladiator. Maximus is dead. That was the end of it. The circle is closed. Move on. But no, they're doing a sequel to Gladiator. I don't even know. I really don't even know. My thing about it is Netflix hasn't learned that damn thing. Going and doing this is going to piss off people. Yes, as again, as it wasn't said it's fiction, but still it's based on fact. If you do not respect other people's culture, other people's countries, their heroes, their heroines, all of these things, and you figure you could just walk in there, toss money around, race swap people, and figure, well, you have to like it. No, you learned nothing from Cleopatra, because that's exactly what you did, and you got your asses handed to you. But you haven't learned that damn thing, and you're saying to yourself, you know what, let's go back in there and do worse. What next? Say, yeah, boy, I'm telling you, they learned nothing. Yeah, wait to see how this one turns out. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.